Hi, this is Miss DeVito. Today I'm going to show you how to make buttermilk pancakes from scratch. To make your buttermilk pancakes, you will need the following ingredients: 160 grams of all-purpose flour, 30 grams of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder and half a teaspoon of salt, 1 egg at room temperature, 20 grams of unsalted butter melted, 1 to 2 tablespoons of water, and 1 cup of buttermilk. If you do not have buttermilk, you can have a substitution. In order to prepare this substitution, you would take a measuring cup and measure 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. You could also use 1 tablespoon of lemon juice or 1 3/4 of a teaspoon of cream of tartar. And then you fill up the measuring cup the rest of the way to 8 ounces. Stir and let sit for about 5 minutes so the vinegar can begin to work. Now the steps on how to prepare your pancakes. You're going to take all of your dry ingredients, your flour, baking powder, salt, and sugar, and combine them together well using a whisk. In a small bowl, you're going to take your liquid ingredients. You're going to take your 1 egg, break it apart, whisk it up a little bit, your buttermilk, and then you would add 1 to 2 tablespoons of water. If you would like thicker, fluffier pancakes, please only adjust liquid. Do not adjust by adding flour because your ratio of baking powder to flour would be inconsistent. Add your melted butter, stir well, and now slowly add it to your dry mixture. Scrape out all of the excess liquid from your bowl and then begin to combine. It is really important at this stage that we do not overmix our batter. Now we're going to mix. It is very important not to overmix your pancake batter. Lumps are good. If you overmix it, it develops gluten and causes the pancakes to become chewy instead of fluffy. It also overworks the baking powder, and the baking powder will work less. Combine until you see no more white streaks of flour in your batter. Now it's time to make the pancakes. I'm going to take a hot griddle pan. I'm going to spray it with some non-cooking spray. You can use butter or oil on the bottom as well. I'm going to check the temperature to make sure it's hot. You can check it by putting your hand over the pan, and if you feel the heat coming through and you cannot hold your hand there for more than a few seconds, then the pan is hot enough. I'm going to scoop out my pancakes using a portion scoop. You can use a spoon or a ladle as well, and I just like to keep them consistent in sizes and far apart from each other because they do spread while you're putting them down on the pan. To check to see if your pancakes are done, the edges should be drying out, there should be tiny bubbles that have popped, and when you flip them over, they should be golden brown. The second side cooks much faster than the first side because 3/4 of the cooking has already been done on the first side. Once you flip them, you're going to make sure that you never press your pancakes down. That allows air to escape and it flattens out any fluff you have made in your pancakes. Now I'm going to continue with the rest of the batter, spraying the pan, checking for doneness, turning, giving a minute on the second side. This recipe will make you 12 3-inch pancakes. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and you get to try it out at home. Enjoy!